Hey, everyone. I was hoping to have gotten started a little bit earlier today because we have a ton of Major League Baseball stuff to sort through and only about an hour to do it. So, going to rush through a bit of this and get on to what we got to get going. Um, so, first of all, before the gambling, I'm going to go through a quick memory for my each day of my 50th year. This is day 17 of 366 days. Um, this one is this one was again just kind of a cool little fun thing. Nothing major. But on the last trip that we took across the country, heading from California back to Pittsburgh, a few years ago, we went along I-70 headed eastward from California and over. And what that meant was that we got to go through the Eisenhower Tunnel, which is obviously, I mean, thousands of people go through this on a daily basis. But it seems like for most folks, if you're heading west or east, up north you take 80, and if you're heading west or east down south you take 60. 70 is kind of right in the middle of the country. Um, but the Eisenhower Tunnel goes up over the Rockies there, and for the longest time, it was the highest altitude vehicle tunnel in the world. It's still something like fourth or fifth in the world as far as highest altitude. It's 11,158 feet above sea level, so it's over 2 miles up, which for a lot of us here in the Pennsylvania or especially in the plains areas there is insane. Um, I remember thinking when we went there, when Karen and I drove through it, I wonder is this just like regular business for everybody that goes through this on a daily or a regular basis? Is it just we're just going through the tunnel, or how many people go through it and don't really think about it? But like I remember, it was definitely more difficult to breathe, at that altitude. There was more of a you definitely had to take deeper breaths, especially someone like me with the I try to keep my lungs as healthy as I can because of the muscular dystrophy. But I definitely took note of it. That wow, okay, they're not kidding. The air is thinner up here. And that was one where we were coming from California, 80-degree day. We start driving our way up 70 and go through the Eisenhower Tower. Eisenhower tunnel, come out the other side, and it's just, I mean, it's snowing. It's like frosty trees, and not like it was in Wyoming when we went to the Lincoln, but I mean, it was like legit snow up there, and just you could tell the trees were all covered in snow, and it was freezing cold. And we pulled over for a moment at there was like a little rest stop that you could pull off that made note of highest uh, highway in the United States. And so we pulled up there just to open the doors for a second and just take some breaths. And then I remember, I mean, a little lightheaded, a little tingly sensations, and then came back down the other side and felt like okay. So if you're out there, if you just want to do something that's just a drive, get on I-70 and head over the mountains there, and go through the Eisenhower Tower. It's something to take note of, and it's also really cool when you're driving up there and it's probably snowing, and and um and you go into that tunnel. It's a long tunnel. It's a long tunnel. It's not a short tunnel. So you're in there for a while. So you've got that tunnel feel, but I am over 2 miles up. So if you get a chance, do it. And that's my memory for today. Now moving on real quick to some recapping and such. First of all, again, nothing to recap in the way of Korean baseball. It all got rained out again. So nothing to go through there. We will do a quick recap of the golf. Again, we don't have a bunch of time to do this. This is day one. Dustin Johnson, son of a bitch, golfed horrible and then said, I quit. So he better be injured. He better be injured. So he's out. Fortunately, we stayed away from any kind of betting on him. Doc, he's at -1. He's at 53 right now. Not horrible. We've got him for top 30, top 20. Just make the cut. Just make the cut. Make it interesting. Max Homa here doing well for us right now at -4. He's still golfing. He's through 15 right now. But he's at -4. We got money on him for the whole gambit. The top 30, top 20, top 10, top 5, and win. So hopefully he gets to make it interesting for us. Merritt, terrible. He's at a +4. He's not done yet. So he's probably gonna drop out. Gooch doing well, man. -5 up at 7th, and Schwab's at -1 as well. So who knows? Maybe we can get 4 of our guys in. Maybe we can wind up doing something. It's been forever since we've had 5 or 6 guys in on this. And then all of our bets, of course, are Redmond and Homa. So we're gonna be watching those two closely over the coming days. So that's it for everything that we have to recap from today. Now we've got NASCAR getting ready to go off here in a little bit. We went through that last night. We double check it. We went through all this last night, so no need to review this again. We will be doing some KBO, but first off, let's jump into some baseball because I've got 23 lineups to fill in the coming hour. Because I'm going to be playing in 3 of the 3 entry max $3 risk free tournaments, and then using all 20 of my tickets for the quarter. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to jump right over to the optimizer and start to enter a few picks that we like, and then see if we can get, let's say, 5 lineups. Okay, so tonight is obviously the Yankees against the Nationals, and then you got San Francisco against the Dodgers. Let me get this over here so you guys can see what we're doing. All right, so so that's it. And there's a bit of a warning that, rain is forecast for the Washington-New York game. If if the game does not get canceled prior to 7:08 p.m., then this tournament will still play out. I think it's pretty irrelevant for this particular one. This is the $3 risk free because the rules state that everybody gets $3. So even if it gets canceled or not, everybody's getting their money back. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that. So what we're looking at here is we're definitely looking at trying to build multiple stacks combined with multiple pitching combinations. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, one of the great things that RotoWire has. Hey, Monk, how's it going? Yeah, you just missed the story, dude. I had to rush through it a little bit. It's about the Eisenhower Tunnel on I-70, but I'll put up the clip after this. I had to rush through it because opening day baseball, so I've got like 23 different lineups to pick in the next hour. So I want to try and get through that as quick as possible. But yeah, I'll post it up, and you can check it out. So jumping back into this, we've got one of the great things that RotoWire has is a really great tool for showing you career stats for pitchers versus specific batters and vice versa. So you can kind of sort out, hey, who do I think has a great opportunity here to hit against specific uh, batters. You know, and one of the things that this shows here is that uh, Johnny Cueto from San Francisco struggles a bit against a lot of the people on the San Francisco or on the Dodgers lineup. Um, Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, and Justin Turner all have great numbers against him. They all bat over 350 career wise. Sager's got like 3 home runs, four extra base hits. They've all got multiple base hits. Um, you know, so those are all guys that we're going to want to look to get in against Cueto there. So let's see. Let me see here. All right. So what we're going to look at doing right here is we want to lock in those 3 guys: Sager, Bellinger, and Turner. All right. So we jump over to the batters for today, and we go over to we say we want to lock in. We want to lock in Bellinger. We want to lock in Sager. We want to lock in Turner because all 3 of them uh, do great. And then if we're gonna wind up going 4 stacks deep on on a number of these things. So we'll also take someone like a Muncie. Okay. Now we're gonna want to combine them with some pitching combos. Um, Another thing, like I said, that what they have on RotoWire is showing who does great against different lineups, and Cole and Kershaw both are the 2 guys. I mean, Scherzer's going to get you a lot of strikeouts as well. Yeah, so we'll probably wind up with all of these pitchers in some combination since we'll be playing 23 lineups. But we want to take, one who's going to be our primary pitcher, and it's kind of between Cole and Kershaw. It's kind of between Cole and Kershaw. Um, um, I think we're gonna build right off the bat with Kershaw. So we're gonna lock in Kershaw. All right, so let's see what kind of lineups we get. Well, let's get 5 of these. If we use the optimizer, if we're looking at locking in those players. So again, we're looking at locking in uh, Kershaw as our pitcher, Bellinger, Muncie, Sager, and Turner as our locks. And let's see what we get. So what we get here is okay. So what we're looking at, if we're going with this optimizer, which is what we'll be doing here, is matching up Scherzer and Kershaw, our catcher Sanchez, at first base throwing in Muncie. Now this is one that, obviously we'll keep an eye as we get closer to the lineup to first pitch to make sure that everybody's in the in the lineup. But for now, for first base, we'll put in Muncie. On on second base, we're looking at Wilmer Flores is the pick. Obviously, again, we'll try to keep an eye on who's all in there. Justin Turner here at third base. Shortstop, Sager. Outfielders, Bellinger, of course. Yastrzemski. And Darren Ruff. So this is the optimal lineup based on locking in Kershaw, locking in Muncie, Turner, Sager, and Bellinger. This is what they say is the number one lineup. So we're going to go with that. Let's see. So let's go with that, and I'll jump over to the next one. So we jumped that in there. Now we've still got a number of other lineups to get in there for this evening. So the next one is we will jump over to the next $3 risk-free. All right, and we're going to scroll down here and take a look at the next optimal lineup, sticking with us going with that stack and Kershaw locked in. So there we go. So again, the second one is calling for Scherzer and Kershaw. And now we're calling for Kurt Suzuki as our catcher. And he's already locked in, so that's good. Again, going with Max Muncy. Again, going with Wilmer Flores. Again, going with Turner. Again, going with Sager. Again, going with Bellinger. And then the rest of the lineup's the same. Yastrzemski and Ruff. Update that. Okay, we jump down to the third optimal lineup. Oh, now here's something. Here's something else that I might just remix these because there are some players. In addition to seeing the hot matchups, you can also see the cold batter matchups. And I know that Hunter Pence has been written, and he's a great hitter. Has a little bit of a foot issue right now, but he's still okay. And people are writing about him as being, hey, he hits lefties hard here, But in his career against Kershaw, he's batting 202. So in his entire career, he's batting 202 against Kershaw, which makes me want to eliminate him from this matchup. So let me go down and get Hicks. And I'm going to say, no matter what, I don't want. Wait, why am I saying Hicks? It's not Hicks. It's Hunter Pence. Oh, Hicks too. Hicks against Scherzer. is another one. Actually, you know what? Hicks in 10 at bats has no hits against Scherzer. He's never gotten hit off of him. So I want to eliminate Hicks, and I want to eliminate Hunter Pence, who isn't really showing up for me right here. Oh, we'll only worry about that if we see him pop up somewhere. So let me refresh the lineup now. So yeah, so obviously it should not affect the first one. Should not affect the second one. Now the third one. Okay, on the third one. Okay, the third one is again a Scherzer Kershaw combo. Going back to Sanchez. Going with Muncy. Going with Flores. Turner. Sager. Bellinger. Judge. And okay, there. Somebody's numbers are off somewhere. Okay, so the optimizer has failed on this one because it is listing his salary as being lower than it actually is on DraftKings, which didn't really affect us on the first two, which was fine. But now we've got to figure out who do we want if we're not going to go with just the optimizer there. So let's take a look. If we jump down here and we look instead at the overall points, for outfielders, and taking a look at who might fit into what we need. That's not listed right. That's not listed right. Tyler Wade is an option. We'll go with Tyler Wade. All right, now we can start shooting through some of these. Some of our quarter lineups. So we've still got two more lineups locking in. Locking in Clayton. So again, we'll go with Scherzer and Kershaw. Going with Suzuki. Going with Max Muncy. Flores. Turner. Sager. Bellinger. Judge. And Ruff. So we're going to enter that. All right, so now we're going to switch up our stack. Let's just click off and on. All right, so then we're going to look to switch up our stack. And instead, we're going to go with a. Come on. There we go. We're going to go with a. We're going to lock in Scherzer on this one. Oops, wrong one. We're going to lock in Scherzer. Then we're going to lock in lock in Muncy, Turner, Mookie, and Bellinger. Okay, and then we want to eliminate Hicks. Okay. Let's see what kind of lineups we get. Locking in, this is again, now we're locking in Scherzer, Bellinger, Betts, Muncy, and Turner. All right. So on this one, with that lineup, they're suggesting, here we go, Cole and Scherzer. Take catcher, Austin Barnes. We'll keep an eye on that. First base, Muncy. Second base, Wilmer. Third base, Turner. Shortstop, looking at Mauricio Dubon. Cody Bellinger. Betts. But looking at that, again, they're operating on the wrong salary. And we can't even get Tyler Wade in there this time. So we'd have to look at Jalen Davis. Yeah, we have to look at Jalen Davis. So we'd get him in there. Next lineup. Again, we're looking at Cole and Scherzer. Again, we're looking at Barnes. Muncy. Cabrera. Wait, let me double check Cabrera. Yeah, we don't want Cabrera. Yep, Cabrera has 2 hits in 17 at bats. All right, so there, what we'd be looking at is okay, a bit of a switch up here. Let's take him out. So we're going with Suzuki, and then Flores, Turner. Looking at Crawford at shortstop, Bellinger, Betts, and then we'd have to go with Jalen Davis. And then we will switch up our stack. So now we will switch up our stack, going with okay. We're gonna lock in what the hell? Oh, so something has just happened, huh? Kershaw is out? Is Kershaw out? All right, Kershaw's out. Well, that's a scramble now, folks. Now we're going into a scramble. Because Kershaw's out. That means that all of our previous lineups are no longer viable. So we have to jump over to the upcoming games. We got to see Clayton Kershaw. We want to remove him. We want to swap players. Okay, this is gonna be an issue. This is gonna be an issue. That's gonna affect all of those previous lineups for us. All right, folks. I mean, if we remove Kershaw, Dustin May, we can't even afford to put him in there because he's still too expensive. So if we go in with our original lock and instead lock in Dustin May, which we don't necessarily want to do. Holy cow, folks. All right. We remove Kershaw. We put in Dustin May as a quick adjustment. We take out Tyler Wade and we instead put in Davis. That's going to solve one of our problems. Close it. Another Kershaw. Let me make sure this is right. Okay, that's good. All right, next Kershaw. Take him out. We put in Dustin May instead. We then take out Darren Ruff and go with Davis. Okay, let's time the lineup. Close. All right, next one. We take out Kershaw. We put in Dustin May. Take out Darren Ruff. Go with Jalen. then the last Kershaw that we have, take him out. Go with Dustin May. Oh, remove Darren Ruff. And go with Tyler Wade. All right, that takes care of all of our Kershaw lineups. All right, we no longer have Kershaw in any of the lineups. So that's important. But I'm going to run back over here now. Going to grab another lineup. Instead, I'm going to say let's lock in what did we go? Scherzer, and then lock in Bellinger, Muncy, Sager, and Turner, like we did originally. Does that give us any kind of significantly different lineups? All right, let's do this. We're looking at Cole, Scherzer, Heineman as our catcher, Muncy, Flores, Turner, Sager, Bellinger, Pollock, and Davis. Next lineup. Cole, Scherzer, Barnes, Muncy, Flores, Turner, Sager, Bellinger, Yastrzemski, and Davis. going here. We're gonna walk in a Muncie, Betts, Bellinger, Turner, and then we want to get at least a few focusing on Cuerto now with. So I want to get at least three lineups in with Cuerto. All right, so on this one, we're looking at Scherzer and Cuerto, along with Sanchez, Muncie, Flores, Turner, Sager, Bellinger, and Betts. And then Stanton. Next one. There's Scherzer and Cuerto. Suzuki. Okay, Suzuki. Muncie. Flores. Turner. Sega. Sager. Bellinger. Betts. And Peterson. Or no, let's go with Stanton again. All right, then we're gonna lock in May, Okay, and then we're gonna lock in Peterson, Turner, Boots, Betts. Why do I keep saying Boots? And Bellinger. Gonna go with Scherzer and May. Gonna look at Heineman. Gonna look at Voigt. Flores. Turner. Gonna look at Crawford. Bellinger. Betts. And Peterson. $23 more minutes. Scherzer, May, Heineman, Howie Kendrick, Flores, Turner, Crawford, Bellinger, Betts, and Peterson. Okay, on this one we're going to go with Scherzer, May, Heineman, Voigt, Flores, Turner, Wade, Bellinger, Betts, and Peterson. No, we don't like that one. We want to stay away from Cabrera if possible. Okay, on this one we're going to go with Scherzer, May, they're going with Joey Bart, but I don't see this. We're gonna skip over the first base position for a second. We'll keep an eye on that. Go with Thames, Flores, Turner, Dubon, Bellinger, Betts, Peterson. That's why I went there because they don't have enough money to go anywhere else. So that's not really viable, is it? I don't think so. Take him out. Where's Barnes? All right. Let's look again. We're going to look at a couple here. All right. Where we are going to lock in the Cueto Dustin May combination. All right. And then looking at locking in. Looking at locking in Trey Turner, Eric Thames, Torres, and Sanchez. All right. Don't know. Don't know if we're going to get them all in. All right. We're going to go with May and Corto. We got Sanchez. We got Thames. We got Torres. Hey, Lewis. How's it going? I'm just making a mad dash run through here to try to get all my 20 lineups in before the start. If you have any questions, let me know. Are you getting into any Major League Baseball gambling tonight? Come on now. go Mancuerto, along with Sanchez, Thames, Torres, Turner, both Turners actually, Bellinger, Betts, and Yastrzemski. $15. We're gonna stick with a few more of these Dustin May court, even though just to try to capitalize on the possible risk of that first game getting rained out. If people are going heavy with Cole and Scherzer, might be able to get a bit of a break there. All right, we're gonna go with Sanchez, Thames, Torres, both the Turners, Bellinger, Betts, and Hernandez. You still there? You disappear on me, Lewis. Four more, 12 minutes. But we gotta refresh this, man. We gotta refresh our lineup here, else we're gonna wind up with too many. All right. On this last one, we're not gonna lock in any pitchers. All right, and we are instead gonna go with. We're gonna lock in Yastrzemski. All right, we're locking in Yastrzemski, Flores, Crawford, and rough. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. All right, on this one, we're gonna go with Cole and Scherzer. We're going with Sanchez. We're going with Ruff. We're going with Flores. We're going with Turner, Crawford, see if this fits. I don't think it is. Bellinger, Betts, and Wade. Got three left. 8 minutes. We're gonna go with Cole, Scherzer. We're gonna go with Sanchez. We're gonna go with Ruff. We're gonna go with Flores. Gonna go with Turner. We're gonna go with Crawford. We're gonna go with Bellinger, Yastrzemski, and Pollock. That became quite interesting as soon as Kershaw suddenly got removed. That was quite the unexpected rush here. Let's take a look here, see what else we got. Anything else? Yeah, that won't fit. But we're gonna see what we get here. We're gonna go with Cole, Scherzer, Barnes, Ruff, Flores, Turner, Crawford, Bellinger, Betts, and Yastrzemski. And our last lineup for today in our $20 what our 25 cent actually this is a $3 one that we skipped. Oh, that's for Friday. Where am I looking here, man? Friday. There it is. We're gonna go with Heineman here. We'll keep an eye on this. Rough. Flores. Turner. Crawford, Bellinger, Betts, Wayne Yastrzemski. All right. We've got all of our lineups in for the start of the baseball season. Computer, turn on Dragon Lamp. No response. Computer, turn on Dragon Lamp. There we go. All right. That is something else. We just got. I don't even know how. I don't even know if any of them are good. Yeah, we were rushing through to get through there. I mean, I'm comfortable enough with our first ones, where we just switched a few things up. But overall, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the. You know, we still got. We still have the Korean baseball, which is late. Um, don't know that we have enough time to run through everything. Okay, I'm going to, I think, end right there. We'll look to do some more Korean baseball later tonight. And we'll see what happens with the start of the season. So take care, all. Stay safe. Keep gambling, and good luck.